What's up, fellow YouTubers? It's your sexy goth bad boy, King Cobra JFS, back at you cool cobras with another video. Hope y'all are having an awesome day so far. I'll tell you what. Close that. So, I have assembled a video here for you today because we're going to discuss a topic. This is an idea I had for a video. Maybe we can change some things, you know? About to go to the post office and mail a wand off. That wand is just really handsome. It turned out just nice. A good example of my craftsmanship as a wand maker. Now, I'm going to crush this can crush for the subscribers out there. Appreciate it. If you like this kind of content I'm about to do for my channel, then subscribe for more, because my goal is to change gender relations, and we will find a way to do it one way or another. We're going to improve gender relations one way or another. Alright, so, for starters, what do you think of when you hear the word creepy stalker? And the first thing that pops into your head is a socially awkward male trying to get with a female that's way out of his league. Yep. And I hate to say it, but that's the truth. That's the ugly stereotype of it, if you will. But females can also be creepy stalkers, and usually when people think of females as being creepy stalkers, it's usually, oh, it's probably the dude's ex or some shit, you know? I hate that stereotype too. Furthermore, I don't care if you're male or female, you let go of your stalker obsession. It's gonna feel weird at first, but you'll feel a lot better afterwards. Because right now, that person that keeps telling you no rules your life. Pretty sad if you ask me. But not nearly as sad as some of the things your stalker victim might be saying, like, I wish they'd just leave me alone. I've told them no 1,000 times. I told them I'm not their type. They're not my type. Blah, 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 you know? And honestly, that obsession you have with your crush, it's not healthy, B. It really isn't. Now, my advice to you is, if you're stalking someone, forget about the person you're stalking. Let them go. Focus on yourself. Bettering yourself as a person, trying out new hobbies, you know, doing something that will distract your mind from that person. Because when you develop an unhealthy stalker obsession with someone, it's almost like a drug. People gotta have their fix for it, you know, and that's a shitty but fair way to look at it. Unfortunately, some people really never truly get over it, and it's sad. So here's one way to look at it. You're stalking someone else. If you're stalking someone else and you can't quite understand how it might feel to that person you're stalking, okay, what if you had someone you were not into just stalking you? How would you feel about that? You know what I'm saying, YouTube? I mean, that's the simplest and nicest way to put it. Like, how would you feel if you had someone you were not into stalking you and sexually harassing you? You wouldn't like it in the slightest. As soon as you let that person go, you'll be feeling awesome sauce. You'll be feeling 10,000 times better because you're not trapped in the walls. Not trapped in the walls of this sick illusion you have created for yourself. Even though your crush has told you no 1,000 times and continues to reject your advances, you still can't take no for an answer. So instead of cultivating yourself, letting go of your obsession, and finding a chick who looks similar to her and has your interests as well, you two would click just like that. No, you could do that, but you don't. You sit there confined in your stalker obsession. That person rules your world. And the fact that you can't let them go, like, I get it, YouTube. It's perfectly natural to have a crush on a woman that's close to your age, or to have a certain type that you like. I'm not particularly picky if she's pretty and of age. Yeah. Although I do have a slight fetish for goth chicks, as I myself am goth, but beside the point. If you see chicks that you find attractive, you know, it's one thing to have a healthy crush on them. It's another thing to just, you know, stalk them. And that's where it crosses the line, I feel like. There are plenty of chicks I have crushed on in the past, but my obsession for them didn't cross that line, you know. A lot of women are so quick to call me a creep, but they don't really know me that well, so honestly, that's their loss, YouTube. And honestly, YouTube, it's sad when people have developed these stalker crush obsessions on other people. They're trapped within that reality. It's all they know. Knowing that they'd be a lot better off if they broke that reality by simply saying to themselves, hey, trust me when I say this, if you truly love that person, if you're truly obsessed with them, letting them go if they said no 1,000 times is going to be your best interest. Now, the reason why people don't like accepting that reality is because, regrettably, and this is the truth, getting rejected on the dating scene sucks more dick than a hooker at a truck stop. But the best way to look at it, if you get rejected, honestly, that's just one more potential person who could have had you. That's the best way to look at it. And learning to let that person go, and also learning how to crush without being obsessive, compulsive, creepy about it, will benefit you in the long run. Regrettably, humans are assholes to each other, so that's also a contributing factor. We examine this because people have all said that the dating scene sucks, that people are assholes. You hear women say they don't trust men. You got men who are going on their own. And it's sad to see, because you see these people, and behind all the complaining and bitching and moaning and the whatever you want to call it, these people are sad, lonely, broken people. It's the truth. If you learn to break your stalker obsession and then realize, you know what, it's okay to have a fetish for chicks that are close to your age and have certain characteristics, but you know, you have to distinguish a fetish from a reality. And when that fetish starts affecting your reality, it becomes unhealthy. You might see some guys who are like, they like blondes with big boobs, or brunettes with a nice ass, or whatever. You know, guys are different with their standards, just like women are different with their standards. But of course, if you say you're a boob man or an ass man, you get called a pig, and that's always so delightful, because women can make obnoxious comments about a man's ass or his bulge or his biceps or the way his muscles are shaped, and we're supposed to just take it and say thank you. Which, don't get me wrong, if someone's acknowledging you're attractive, it makes you feel good. I guess it's different for men and women, I don't know. I got a wand here. I'm about to go mail off to the post office right quick, and then I'll be back. Truth be told, I might take the bike. I'm not drunk by any means. You know, it takes a lot to get me going. Your boy Cobra can handle his liquor. I mean, I've heard all the horror stories of people who drink alcohol, and me, I'm actually doing pretty good about containing myself, man. If I were to sing a song for you right now, only know you love her when you let her go. That could apply to both genders, really. If you're a male, female, only know you like that person when you let them go. And if you truly are obsessed with that person, you truly like them, then let them go. If they've rejected you a bazillion times, then let them go and move on with your life. The sooner you do that, the sooner you can progress into cultivating yourself, being a better version of yourself, maybe getting some interesting hobbies, you know, finding stuff to do that doesn't involve the person you're infatuated with. What's the difference between crushing on someone and stalking them versus loving them. You know, people do some dumb shit when they're in love. I tell you what. It gives the dating scene a bad name. It gives people a bad name. And it makes society look dumb. And that's the thing of it, YouTube. As soon as you let go of your stalker obsession, you know, feels fucking Gucci. Because I guarantee you the stalker victim of yours, you know what they're going to be saying? Why can't this person just leave me alone? I've told them no 1,000 times. How would it feel if you had someone doing the same thing to you? It was someone you were not sexually attracted to at all. Just not your type in the slightest. And they were fucking harassing you. You wouldn't like it. And that's the fucking truth, YouTube. Now here's the thing of it, YouTube. It seems kind of pointless to waste your life away obsessing over someone who will never date you. That's just sad. The sooner you let that person go, the closer you are to finding someone who will have you. And that's the truth. I got a couple of age girls that I'm crushing on here in town. But that's really none of your business, you know? Just leave it at that. I'm not gonna lie, Casper has some gorgeous women. Yeah, buddy. A side note, though, like I said, if you learn to let go of your obsession and learn to, I get it, the lust for female is natural. If you're a dude, you know, it doesn't matter what your sexual preference is as long as they're of age and they're alive and it's consensual. Cleanest way to put that. If they're clean, alive, of age, and consensual. Just leave it at that, because that's the cleanest way to put it. Humans are some disgusting... Let me tell you, humans are some disgusting animals. Let's just leave it at that. But going back to the subject, you know, how would you feel, sincerely? A lot of you out there who are stalking someone right now, how would you feel if you were in your victim's shoes? That claims to be your whole world, you do anything for them because you're obsessed with them, blah, blah, blah. How would you feel if you were in their shoes? You know what I'm saying, YouTube? I may have a couple of girls around town that I have a crush on. That doesn't mean that, you know, those are the only ones, you know, because Like I said, Casper's got plenty of attractive of age women, you know? It's just about the right time, right place, right circumstance. And, you know, if you quit looking for it, that's the thing of it. You know why the stalkers usually never get what they want? Because they're trying to look for it, they're trying to force it. They quit looking for it and quit obsessing over it. Eventually they get it. Funny how that works, but that's the truth. Mm. That's bloody fucking tasty. Um, and this is the song I would sing. I'll get to that here in a second. Passenger Let Her Go. That would be the song to quote, you know. And regrettably, as a human being, getting rejected or told no sucks. But here's something to think about. And this is probably going to blow your mind a little bit, but maybe getting told no on the dating scene would suck a lot less if society didn't put so much pressure on people to date. Think about that for a second. No, it's the truth. Like, there's all this pressure for dudes to get laid and for women to get married. So, it's the goddamn truth, YouTube, and you know it is. And these kind of gender-based double standards and stereotypes have negative impact across the entire board. People often complain about how the dating scene sucks, and it's like, the dating scene does not suck, people suck. Society sucks. So let's change it. Hell yeah. I'm not doing much today. I do gotta get 2 more sticks for my next batch, which that's not a problem. Gotta get this bad mamba jamba in the mail. Yeah, buddy. All this talk of Cobra's gonna sing this song. Yeah, right. He ain't gonna sing it. Well then. No copyright intended.
Well, you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. And you let her go.
Break your obsession. Stalking ain't worth it, man.
Staring at the bottom of your glass, hoping one day you'll make a dream last. The dreams come slow and it goes so fast. You see it when you close your eyes. Maybe one day you'll understand why everything you touch surely dies. But you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. Staring at the ceiling in the dark, same old empty feeling in your heart. Cause love comes slow and it goes so fast. Will you see her when you fall asleep? But never to touch and never to keep. Cause you loved her too much and you dive too deep. Well, you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. And you let her go. Oh, oh, oh. And you let her go. Oh, oh, oh. Will you let her go? Cause you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. Cause you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. And you let her go.
Now it's a wonder how the fuck I'm single, but I don't even care at this point. I'm just doing my thing. Instead of bitching because I'm single, let's try to improve gender relations so getting a girlfriend's easier. Logically, that makes sense. And it seems like a better production of my time than stalking someone or being pissed off all the time because I'm not getting laid, you know? That being said, let's have a drink to that one, YouTube. Yeah! I'm serious, YouTube, because of this negative stereotype that all men want is sex. I'm tired of that stereotype. That has negative consequences for both men and women. It puts men underneath all this pressure to get laid all the time, and it puts women underneath all this pressure to have to give it out, and it's horse shit. And then at the end of the fucking day, it makes men look like huge assholes. And it doesn't help the situation. It does not help the situation when you have men and women just using each other for sex and money. And then both genders sit there and bitch because the dating scene sucks. And I'm like, well... Men are expected to be their toughest. Women are expected to be their prettiest. On top of it, all that shit can piss off. Literally piss off. Oh my god, he peed on camera and then washed his hands. Gross. I'm sorry, but I had to pee, and quite honestly, this shit pisses me off. I shouldn't let it piss me off because sometimes I have no control over it. All I can control is how I act and how I react when people act a certain way towards me. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, tubes, thank you for watching the video. And I'll catch you cool cobras on the flip side.